Hello. This is not good morning. This is good afternoon, even on the live. Whatever time those of you who are listening to the recorded version, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. I am slowly but surely studying my way through Genesis. And usually I read this creation story pretty quickly. But I have been just trying to decipher it and really understand it and try to convey it, understand it for the purpose of conveying it. And I quite frankly am not the best source for conveying this creation story. My brother and I were talking this morning about some people that we've admired and enjoyed listening to talking about creation, and there's some really great sources out there. In yesterday's in the closed group Facebook recording, I posted a link in yesterday's recording. I may try to find another one to post today, but there's so many really great voices that make all of this just, when they speak about it, it just all falls together like a perfect puzzle. There is no question about it. But so today we're going to move on into in Genesis chapter 1 verses 14 through 19. And God said, "Let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years." So yesterday I talked about this firmament and how it was above and below and what was in between. And now what we have is lights being put in this firmament, and let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth. And it was so. God made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, so that is our sun, and the lesser light to rule the night, that is our moon. He made the stars also. And God set them in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth, and to rule over the day and over the night, and to divide the light from the darkness. And God saw that it was good. And the evening and the morning were the fourth day. So my first question today was, okay, wait a minute. Why didn't this planet and sun and moon, why didn't all this stuff happen up here when we were talking about light and darkness? God called the light day, the evening and the morning were the first day, way up here in verses 3 through 5. And we don't get to learning about a sun and a moon and stars until we get down here to verses 14 through 19 on the fourth day. So I talked to a couple different people about it right away, and it was exciting and enlightening to hear what they had to say. But I still wasn't grasping it enough to be able to try to convey it back. And so I got alone by myself again and was looking at these verses again, and had to, this happens periodically. If you've heard previous recordings, I'll have these moments where I'm like smacking my head going, duh, Denee, get in there and decipher these words for yourself. And so, sure enough, what happened was, you've got the word light up here in verse 3, and God said, "Let there be light." Now, the thing that Pastor pointed out to me is that in Revelation 21 and 23, John is describing heaven, and it says that God is the light, the Lamb is the light. It doesn't say God is the light. It says the glory of God was the light. The Lamb was the light. And so this is God putting himself, inserting himself into this situation where there was an earth without form, there was void, and there was darkness. And God inserted himself into this, let there be light. And so, to that point, this word light, our English word here in this English Bible, light, and down here in verse 14, let there be lights, the English words look the same, but they are in fact different versions of the word. So in Genesis 1:3, the Hebrew word is or. Now, I'm going to quickly pronounce this with my lack of understanding of Hebrew words as or. This little hat that the O is wearing and this little accent mark right here, that's a part of the pronunciation, but in my ignorance, I don't know what it is, but it's definitely or. And it is both a literal and figurative use of the word light. For instance, it can mean day, morning, or daybreak. But this word light can also mean lamp. It can mean life. Let there be light. Let there be these things that we think of as light, as in prosperity, instruction. When you lighten up someone's mind with instruction, when you light up, when you see the light come on somebody's face because maybe they see a loved one, and also the light of God, that insight that the world has because of God. And so in the beginning, on that first day when God said, let there be light, he was speaking, let there be good things. Let there be life. Let there be prosperity. Let there be instruction. Let there be understanding. Let there come the ability to light up a face. Let there be the light and the insight of who God is and what God is. Let there be light. And there was light. That's what we get up in verse 3. But the creation of the lesser light for the night and the greater light for the day, what we call the sun and the moon and the stars, down here in Genesis verses 14 through 19, this word light is pronounced, I don't know if you can see on the recording if you're watching the video version rather than the podcast, you've got the or, just like you have here, with the little hat and the little accent, but it's mayor. And this specifically means a luminous body or a luminary, like you would light a candle, like you would turn on a light source. And so this is a completely different creation, but they're akin, because this light is all of the goodness that comes from light, life, prosperity, instruction, joy, and this is a specific body that gives light. All right, there you go. That's what we have for today. God bless you. Thank you for joining me today. I love you. Bye-bye.